Hey guys, so this is just gonna be a really quick video. I feel like this is a very significant point in time and I need to document it somehow, so I'm gonna film this and everything. This past week was the penultimate week of my student teaching, and it's just become very real to me that student teaching is ending at the end of this next week, and I'm gonna graduate. I'm not graduating next week, I still have a project that I have to finish up, but this past week we had a meeting with the student teachers, and we had to fill out a form and stuff to get our teaching license, so my school can file the paperwork to get our license. And so technically I've been officially in the process of getting my license since I enrolled in the School of Ed, and I've already taken my licensing exams and everything, which was significant, but it all feels very real and very terrifying. And then on top of all of that, this past week Donald Trump got elected President of the United States, and I have talked about that on my Tumblr quite a bit and how I feel about that, and I'm not going to get into it in a video because I don't feel like I don't know, I just can't deal with talking about it in a video. But I have written about it on my Tumblr, and interestingly enough, my writing blog, because I've talked before about how I'm writing a fantasy series that's very focused on a fantasy political system and the government of a fantasy world, but it's set in our world. And so I wrote a blog post about how that means that story is tied up in real politics too, and timeline wise, the timeline I have set for it started what's currently in the past, because I set the beginning of the story in the year I started writing the series, but it extended far enough into the future that it extended into the future, which means that it extended into Donald Trump being president, even though I didn't know that when I started working on it. Now I'm thinking how do I handle this, because even though it's primarily about a fictional government, the real world politics would factor into that, because there's I don't know, I talked about it in that blog post. So yeah, I've said enough. I'm not gonna go into detail about how I feel, but it's been a very emotionally draining week, both because obviously student teaching has been a lot of work and I realize that it's about to end, which is scary in a way, and also somewhat of a relief because of the work involved, but lots of complicated feelings. And then to have the very end of my student teaching also be the election, and the tension that has created at school, at my student teaching placement, has been even more emotionally draining. And so it's been a lot. The last week has been a lot, and so yeah, this is already actually turning out to be longer than I had expected it to be. So yeah, next week is my last week of student teaching, which I'm kind of very scared of, just because once it's over, then it's yeah, I don't know. I have a job interview in 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. I promise that I do actually know when it is. It's written down and everything. But I have a job interview in 2 weeks, and other applications sent in and things, and it's just all very scary. It's very scary. And so a lot is going on. A lot of scary things are going on. Some things that are scary in a better way than others. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore. Bye.